so much for being on time for your appointment today. What I'm going to do is take down a little bit of information, and then we're going to make sure that we get you in tip-top shape, and at least that we diagnose what's going on with you and make sure that we prescribe the right medication. So first, let me go ahead and get a little bit of information from you, okay? Now, what is your full name again? Okay, and last name. Okay, how do you spell that again? Okay, yes, that's great. What is your social security number? Okay, great. Is that a 24? 24. Okay, wonderful. What is your address? Okay, is that street or way? Okay, that's great. And the same city? Great. Okay, what's the zip code there? Okay, is everything the same with your insurance? Oh, you had a change. Okay. Can I see your card, please? Great, I just want to see the number. Okay, let me see that number real quick. Great. I'll make sure we update that. That's great. And that's fairly new. Is that a same carrier, just a different number? Okay, wonderful. Great. Okay. When was the last time you were here? Okay, so it's been that long. Wow, okay. I do recognize you. Just a different issue this time. Okay, well, let me go ahead and update that in the system. And then as we go along, I'll be making a little bit of notes, but let's go ahead and let me put on some gloves. I should have already started out with a mask on, but as we get close to opening up your mouth and looking inside your nose and ears, I will certainly be wearing one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an external exam. External, I'm not going to be looking inside your mouth or your nose at this time. Let me go ahead and hold your head here. And yes, okay, and just feeling this area here. Your glands are a little bit, just a little bit swollen, just a little bit. Having any throat issues? No. Okay. Okay, just a little bit there. I'm going to go ahead and take your temperature the old-fashioned way. Okay, great. That's 96.5. That's great. Okay, let me go ahead. And if you don't mind, I am going to be just jotting down a number of things. We are very short-staffed today, so I'm going to be the one that's going to be writing down. My nurse is out, and we're just a little bit short-staffed, so hopefully this still goes by fairly quickly. Okay, so that's that. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put my mask on. I hope you can hear me through the mask. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking in your eyes, looking up your nose, looking in your mouth, checking your ears out. Let's start with your head first. Okay. So basically, I am going to be shining my light, this little tiny light. I'm going to be shining it in your eyes first. There we go. You just twist that on. I'm going to make it a little less bright. It has a neat feature where you can do either one, but let's start out with a little light. So I want you to focus on me here. And very good job. Very good job. Very good job. Okay, right there. Great. That's wonderful. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, look right here at me and do not move your eyes. Do not move your eyes. Yes. Okay, and look at me here and do not move your eye. Do not move your eye. Okay, great. Great. I'm just going to lift up your nose tip and I'm going to look up your nose. sample up your nose if you don't mind. This will not hurt. I'm just gonna look up here and just a little bit. Okay, and just a little bit more. Good. Okay, guess it does look a little bit inflamed. Now, have you had any problems with your nose, like any kind of stuffiness, any kind of congestion, any nasal drip, any of that? A little bit. Okay, I'm gonna look in your other nostril. Okay, so far pretty decent in this one. Okay, this, it's a little bit, a tiny bit inflamed over here, but otherwise pretty good. So, now if you could open up wide, say ah. Let me look in your mouth. I do notice a few little white bumps in the back. We do have strep throat going around. So have you noticed any itching, any tickling, any sore throat? Just a little bit of itching and tickling, okay? Yeah, that's not good. Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to put a little solution inside your mouth. You're going to swish it around and spit it out, and then I'm going to look again. Okay. This will not hurt. It's a solution that sort of magnifies what's going on in there with my light. Okay. Okay. Pour that in. And if you could swish around, swish. Okay, and then just spit to the side over here in this little sink. Go ahead, yes, okay. I just put my, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, now open up again, okay, and, yep, okay, that's just what I thought. I am almost sure you do have strep throat. The beginning stages of strep throat. Yep. Yep, that's it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this instrument right here to take a swabber in my mouth. So if you can open up, get in there. Okay. Good. Okay, that looks good. That looks great. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send that to our in-house lab. Everything should come back very, very soon. I used to think that all the time too. There were so many people coming into a doctor's office sick that I wondered how was that doctor staying healthy. But I assure you I do have my moments. And of course I would stay out if that was the case. I did see on your online paperwork that you did have some kind of soft bump on your arm. Can I see your arm? Okay. Oh, okay. That is a ganglion cyst. That is not to be concerned at this point. Yep, it's just a ganglion cyst. Now in the good old days, or I shouldn't say good old days because this was terrible, my sister had one on the top of her hand, and she was just instructed to take a book and smash it on it, which actually smashed it. So we're not going to be doing that today. We're going to leave that alone. Is it causing you any discomfort? No, you just noticed it. Okay, then perfectly fine. Ganglion cyst, you can look that up. Okay, what about anything else? Thank you. Oh, that's great. Yes, if you want to go ahead and sit out in the waiting room just for a little bit, I would say 10 minutes tops, we should have the results of your strep test. That would be penicillin. You may notice that you develop a little bit of a fever. Go ahead and take the prescribed medication. It should be fine. You should recuperate fairly quickly. Yep. And I would stay out of work tomorrow, for sure. Yeah, it's highly contagious. Yep. in here. I don't know how that is. I'm just lucky. It's a good profession to be in. I love it. Well, before you go, let me go ahead and write down a couple things about that ganglion, cyst, and the strep test. Oh, I'm writing it on this, and this electronically goes to the front. Yep. Okay. And your copay for today is $20. $20 copay. And what I'll do is, if it does come back positive, which I'm pretty sure it does, I'm going to prescribe that penicillin for you. And then I'd like to see you back here in a month. Yep. If you feel like you're getting worse, then for sure come back in and we'll prescribe something else. Okay, that's that. Yep. Do you have any other questions for me? Great. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, just go ahead and sit out in the waiting room. We are going to call your name right when the results come in and get you on your way. Okay. Thank you so much and have a great night.